Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away first. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense getting set for first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Salter. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
They go to the ground. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, running back on the move. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. Snags it, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loses 4. 2nd down coming up.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hubbard. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He finds his man, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Trying to get to it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I don't like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Reads it, fires complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
That's the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma 14, Mississippi State 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Salter. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Brought down at the 26. Third down coming up.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On to kick it away.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Kingsbury. All kinds. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Reeled it in and just made the house call. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Sam Houston rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the inside.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooners!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
He tries to take the top off. Catch in stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll use the running game on first and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
At the 24-yard line. Brings up second down.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Mississippi State.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Oklahoma.
This offense has a second down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
First half. With the score, Oklahoma 28, Mississippi State 6.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over first and 10.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Wide out in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
At the 14-yard
Oh, that just
line.
really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 19.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one.
Mississippi State.
Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with
for the update. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Back to throw, it's Salter. Time to take a shot. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. The offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Skips away from pressure. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the try is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Back to pass, it's Salter. Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
They run the reverse. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
42, Mississippi State 6.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you've got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The RPO, it's complete.
Ruled out of bounds at the 31. Now, 4th down.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Mississippi State! A great catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. got a man. It's Kingsbury. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
At the 40, there he goes. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10.
Green 25.
To the ground, he's got it again.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Motion from the offense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 42, Mississippi State 13.
First down to start the drive after the break.
691. Gators score. Cricket.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Ready?
It's first down from the 11.
42 Spider.
Leaves it with the running back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Carry ball. Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
On the
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. If these guys wanted to make a statement, Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work.
Easy.
He'll start this drive firing. Using the quick game. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Second down coming up. The give out of the gun. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Okay, ready?
Line getting set on second down.
Jackrabbit.
They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front.
He's loose. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown Sooners. And the punishment has been extended. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 14 to Syracuse. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The pass
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Looking downfield, it's Salter. Pocket starts to collapse. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps his drive moving.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
They'll throw it on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
2nd down coming up.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He will step out of bounds.